Significant moment this, Mark. The IDF forces have now reached the centre of Gaza City.
Yes, 3 points there that I think all are significant. The first, we had a hint of a little while ago when an IDF spokesperson said that they were in the heart of Gaza. Well, the heart of Gaza is Gaza City, and now confirmation from the Defence Minister that indeed they are in the heart of the city itself, which is a very significant development. It shows how far they have moved. Gaza City is about 10 miles over my shoulder over here. I can actually see some flares going up in the distance over there to my left. But Gaza City is about 10 miles, as I say, over that way. It is one of the heaviest populated areas of the planet. Some of the population have moved, but by no means all. For the Israeli forces, it will, being there, will make it, will be one of the most complex urban fighting environments that any soldier could ever have to deal with. So very, very difficult. It is worth saying too, though, that by having eyes on the ground, by having soldiers on the ground in Gaza City, any airstrikes they want to call in potentially could be more accurate, because the soldiers on the ground are able to spot locations and call in airstrikes that would otherwise be called in from drones in the skies, eyes in the sky. So having soldiers on the ground is an advantage for the Israelis there. That's the first significant point. The second one is really interesting. He says that Yahya Sinwar, who is the Hamas leader in Gaza, is isolated in his bunker. This is the first time we've heard any indication from the Israelis that they actually know where the Hamas commanders who they want to take out actually are. Now, the fact that he claims that Sinwar is isolated in his bunker, is that bunker in Gaza City? Is it somewhere else? He hasn't said. But it shows from an Israeli perspective that they believe they are closing in on the heart of their objective here, which is to take out the leadership of Hamas. Of course, it's more difficult than that. It's not as simple as that, because Hamas isn't just a military operation. It's not just a political operation. It is an ideology. But if Israel can have a prize, as they would see it, by taking out the Hamas leader, well, that would be significant indeed. The third point that he made, also interesting, and appearing to contradict his Prime Minister, Benjamin Netanyahu. Netanyahu said that technical pauses were a possibility, and he suggested even, or inferred even, that they could happen before hostages had been released. Well, the Defence Minister is saying that there won't even be a technical pause, a humanitarian pause, until hostages have been released. That speaks to a division which has been so clear within the Israeli war cabinet itself. And in fact, politically, it's true to say that Benjamin Netanyahu, as Prime Minister, his position is by no means safe. This is a divided, the politics of Israel is divided, and that is just a hint there. The difference of views on a humanitarian pause gives you a hint of a cabinet, a war cabinet, that is not united. But 3 significant moments there announced by the Defence Minister in the last few minutes.